All right, let's roll right into step 5, which is how closing works. What does the closing process look like as we get towards the end?
So a lot of things happen here. There's been new rules in the last few years that have certain wait times and timelines we got to follow. Again, just depends on the situation. But first and foremost, the loan needs to be approved. That means your credit, your income, everything for you to achieve approval for the loan has happened. The appraisal is checked out. It's a value. There's no repairs needed. We're all good. It's signed off. And then we send, as a lender, documents to that third-party escrow company who is in charge of closing the loan, or closing the transaction, sorry.
And I'll make sure that all of the documents throughout that need final sign-off and signatures on my end get over to escrow as well. Yeah. So everybody kind of comes together at this point.
And then you also do a last walkthrough.
Last walkthrough. So I will remind you to get the utilities in your names so that you have power when you go to flick on the lights. But 5 days before closing, we're going to be doing a walkthrough and make sure that the house that you're in contract for and that you fell in love with is still in good shape. Yeah. And there's no surprises when you finally get your keys after signing. So
all these steps are done. You've done your walkthrough. The loan's been approved. Escrow's ready for you. They will contact you. It is not Paige. It is not me.
Right.
It's another person. It's really fun. There's so many people involved. But they will contact you and schedule a signing at your convenience.
Yep.
If one of us is close and we can be there, we will definitely do our best. But most often time, Paige, I don't know about you.
I'm not usually there. I love to leave it up to my buyers so that you guys have ultimate control of your schedule. And sometimes signing is happening with like 12 hours notice. So you take that appointment based on your schedule. I'll shoot you guys a video or a text and be like, happy signing. I hope your hand doesn't cramp. But take that appointment at your convenience. It's usually on site at your local title and escrow office, or they might send out a notary.
Yep. Either way, they're going to make it accessible for you to get it done. Now, if we're trying to close on the 15th of the month, we're going to make sure you sign your documents on the 14th. Yeah. There's at least about a day, unless there's a special circumstance, between the time you sign your final documents and you are officially the owner of a home.
Right.
A few things happen here. Most importantly, you get your money due, so the down payment, if you're putting down a down payment, and or closing costs, to the escrow company to close the deal. They've sent your signed documents back to us, the lender. We send your loan funds to them, everything squared away there, and then it becomes a legal matter. So they record the sale with the county in which you're purchasing in. That may be quick if it's electronic. It may be half a day or a day, depending on where you are.
But that is different. Washington does have that little holdover period. Some other states, if you've purchased in other states, you might be able to get keys at signing. That's not how it happens here. We record, and then possession happens at 9 p.m. on the day of recording. So depending on what decisions we made on your purchase and sale related to possession at closing, or if there's a rent back or something like that, that is dictated in your purchase and sale. And typically, in most cases, it's the next day after you sign, we hand over keys, we cheers, and we welcome you to your new home.
Yeah, and the important thing to know here, guys, is that it's very hard to schedule a lot of this very far in advance. Yeah. Because there are so many people involved and so many moving parts, a lot of it comes together within the last few days. So if you are scheduled to close on the 15th, make sure you're relatively clear a few days before and a few days after, because we will need to adjust together to make this all happen.
Yep. So that's it. How to buy a house in 5 easy steps.
Yeah. You're going to have questions. Each of these scenarios is going to be different for you and what property you're purchasing. But please feel free to contact us and ask us any question. And Paige?
Yep. Drop me a comment on the blog. Feel free to call, email, text. We love to hear people in real life. So give us a call, or we can grab coffee and talk about what your next steps are in the real estate world.
Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah.